Hello, this is Mac with Mac Commentary. Now everybody knows what has happened on Monday at Spring Valley High School in Columbia, South Carolina. The video itself has gone viral and is all over the internet. And many of us have looked at it, that particular video in all. Well, let's take another look at it now, and we'll come back and I will give you my comments regarding this situation.
To a very disturbing video from inside a high school in the U.S. state of South Carolina. It shows a school resource officer violently removing a female student from her seat as he tries to arrest her. Take a look.
Hands behind your back. Give me your hands. Give me your hands. Give me your hands.
We don't know exactly what led up to the incident on Monday. Our affiliate WIS reports the student was asked to leave the classroom, and when she refused, the officer was called in. Earlier, I spoke to CNN legal analyst Sunny Hostin about what she saw in the video.
She was sitting down and I guess refusing to leave. That in and of itself, in my view, Aisha, never can justify what we saw. And that's why, oftentimes we have these videos, and I think they're so important. People don't want to believe what their eyes are showing and showing and telling them. I think that people should look at this video and ask themselves, is this appropriate? What if this were my child? Is this excessive? And I think it's really clear that it is.
The officer involved has been placed on administrative leave, and the school district is investigating.
Now that was awful, wasn't it? Now you've heard me comment on other videos that when you are given instructions by authority, you should do what they say. There's no doubt about that. And live another day and be able to fight the wrong that may have been perpetrated against you. In this particular case right here, this is a 16-year-old, I don't know, I guess somewhere around that age, high school girl weighing approximately 130 pounds. And this policeman has to be at least 225 or more. And he looked like he was pretty well built. I understand he may even be a coach on a football team. But he just threw this girl out like that, and that was no call for that. First of all, I would like to say that it appears to me that the black man that was standing there with a white shirt on and a tie, that he may have been the vice principal. I'm not sure on that, or he was the teacher. It doesn't matter what he was. But my first thought comes to mind is, why would he call a police officer to come in there and remove a student from a classroom because of a cell phone? Now, a cell phone we're talking about here. We're not talking about any violence that this young girl had perpetrated against someone, or that she had committed anything. It didn't seem like she was verbally abusing anybody as far as that goes. Now, the situation should have been handled well. That if that vice principal was called down there, he should have told the teacher, well, you take this classroom, take the other students, and you guys move to the library or some other vacant room that they could have gone to. And at that point, he should have called this young lady parents and said, please come and get your daughter. She's not obeying the school rules and she must go. That's the bottom line on that. Now, he called in a rogue police officer. That's what he looked like to me, a rogue police officer. And I'll tell you, I've got a daughter, and I asked her, she's 18 years old, and senior in high school, and when I showed her that video, and I mean, she immediately said, well, why didn't she leave? Well, sure, my daughter would have left, and many other kids would have left had that situation occurred. Had the teacher told them to do that, they would have responded. They would have done the right thing. But I'm going to tell you, the way that guy threw her around like that, that was uncalled for. And I tell you, I don't care when anybody try to put the blame on that girl. That is not, a blame should not be even considered for her, because there was a better way to handle it. And I think the administration failed on there. And when that police officer came in there, I would, if that was my daughter, I would be looking for him. I'm going to tell you, that's what I would be doing, looking for him. Because I don't think he had any reason whatsoever to lay hands on her. If he doesn't know how to treat another human being, then he shouldn't wear that uniform. He shouldn't even be around any kids. And I tell you, I have to take it out on him if it had been my daughter. And I tell you, all this here other stuff out here trying to put blame on the girl. I mean, the girl was defiant. How many times have you seen kids, even your kids, won't sometimes do exactly what you tell them to do? They have a bad day too, just like you have a bad day. And that's no way to treat any teenager. They're supposed to be role models. They're supposed to be teaching them not violence, but teaching them how to resolve these type of conflicts. And somebody needs to get on him. That's what they need to do for throwing that girl around like that. Thank you, and I'm going to report more on this here as it develops and see exactly what happens to this guy. One of the things I want to say about the sheriff Lott, at least he took proactive action. He became proactive immediately after finding out what had happened. That's a good thing. But that guy should never wear another uniform for that sheriff department or any other sheriff department. And this is not the first time this has happened with him. It's happened on 2 other occasions. This guy is a criminal. And he should be disciplined as such, prosecuted. Thank you, and we'll come back as this here story develops.
Listen to my love, baby. Would you come with an open heart and listen to my love?